All right, that was the most brutal shift I have worked in decades. All right. So, I mean, I used to work construction as a young lad, and so I've worked very, very hard labor, masonry. I was a labor foreman for a masonry company, which means you're basically lifting block and brick and mortar onto scaffolding all day long. So you're working out 8 hours a day and getting paid. But that's not what I'm doing now. I'm working in a warehouse, and so today was. I'm not. I'm not a young lad any longer. Anyway, so I just so you know, I'm just coming off of. I'm going to sleep well tonight. A very, very difficult shift. So I imagine most of you have already watched the Christmas special, the Christmas gift. I recorded that this morning, and I'm going to put up the challenge right here, right now. Send it to people that you've never sent a video to before. Send it to someone, anyone. Send it to, I don't know, your neighbor. Send it to your dentist. Send it to the person at the grocery store. Send it to people off the top of your head. You know, it's like, this person, I wonder if they have any idea about the Armenian genocide, or I tried to record it in such a way that it's just an overview, right? You don't have to really have much background on it, the history, and so in that sense, it's just, you know, a little seed, right? Maybe it's an open door to someone in your life that you've never talked with about anything of any significance, and or send it to somebody very close to you that you've been afraid to send something to. You know, it's a Christmas gift. It's Christmas. I mean, I sing joy to the world. I actually got the first lyric wrong. What did I say? I said, joy to the world, the Lord is born. Joy, the Lord has come. I also wanted to say, just for you insiders, I recorded that whole thing one time, audio only. I forgot to hit video record because I recorded the audio separate from the video for higher quality sound. And I recorded the whole thing and then realized I hadn't hit record with the camera. And I got real emotional at the end, the Karakin part, when I thought about this guy who's just gone insane because of everyone he cared about the most was gone in such a horrific way. And he knew about it. He heard the stories. Whereas Sogomon, everyone he cared about, there was no one left to even tell the stories. No one survived. I mean, his father and his brothers survived because they weren't even in the Ottoman Empire. But all of the women and children, there was no one left. He searched the whole time. He was searching for someone to tell him about what happened. And so he didn't even have those stories. And so, what am I going to name this video? Can I think of a good clickbait? I'm going to cut it off here in a sec. Clickbaity title for this. The Turks hate Christmas. Something like that. Okay, I'll call it The Turks Hate Christmas, so I should talk about that. Well, the Turks don't celebrate Christmas, and Christmas is well, Muslims recognized Jesus as a prophet. So that's common ground, actually. That's a good thing. That's common ground that we have with them, and the discussion can open, you can open discussion with that. So if Jesus was just a prophet, actually, it's self-refuting, right? Jesus couldn't have been just a prophet because he claimed divinity, right? The Muslims don't believe that Jesus is God, and Christians believe that he is because he demonstrated. He received worship. He recognized that the prophecies of the coming king, or it was about him. At the very end of the Christmas video, there's a verse at the end of this Soghomon Tehlirian Christmas special. There's a verse from Isaiah, I think it's 2 verse 9 or 9 verse 6. Look at it. It says, "For unto us a son is given, a child is born, a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Everlasting Father, Almighty God, Prince of Peace." All right, Almighty God. So a child is born, and he will be called Almighty God. Right, that's a prophecy from Isaiah. And Isaiah 53 is prophecy about how Jesus would die, how this Messiah king would die, a brutal, brutal death. And Jesus understood all of that was about him. And, all of the law is fulfilled. I mean, if you read it, it's like, oh, he's talking about himself being the fulfillment, the prophesied one. So he's not just a prophet. Yes, he's a prophet. Sorry, Muslims, but he's not just a prophet. He can't be just a prophet. He has to be God, or he's a liar, or he's a lunatic, or he's insane, or he didn't really exist, right? Those are the only options. And so, roughly 2,000 years ago, this deity took on human flesh. Merry Christmas. Do the Turks hate Christmas? Maybe that's the title. The Turks hate Christmas. Do the Turks hate Christmas? There, question. All right. Oh, share and subscribe. Share, and subscribe. And but more than this video, I want you all to make a concerted effort to share the other video, the Christmas gift video. So share this one too and subscribe, but share that one. Share it. All right. Bye, everybody.